Interview with a champion and a hero. Good day, sir. My name is Adekunle Adegbile from Swift Response. Please, sir, can we meet you in general?
Good day, my brother. My name is Matatandile Kulati. I was born and raised here in Utnik, rough of Utnik, name called Tambo village. I'm a head and born of that place. I would like today to share my story with you. Firstly, I wasn't born disabled. I was able, and it happens in 2014, where I slept and wake up, I couldn't walk. And that brought a change in my life because I was the only breadwinner at home. My brothers were looking after me, my mother, and by then I was having two kids, two boys, Asif and Nathan Simamgele. All of them were looking up at me. So that changed my life because no one at my family is born on a wheelchair. No one actually uses a wheelchair in my family. I'm the first person that is using a wheelchair. So I used to cry a lot behind closed doors because I was asking myself, why me? What happened to me? I couldn't answer that because I have no way to answer it. And sometimes I had to try to attempt murder because it's like I'm abandoned by God. I'm a baggage to people. Because I need to ask someone when I want to go and help myself in the bathroom, the toilet. I need to ask someone when I need to bath. I need to ask my girlfriend to bath me because I couldn't sit. I couldn't do nothing. And that changes my life. Because seeing myself from able to disabled is something that was unplanned for my future. Yes, by then I was an alcoholic, used to drink a lot, used to partying a lot with my friends, and I didn't think twice to partying. Eventually that happened, and then I was all alone with his girlfriend. All my friends that I used to party with ran away from me. Uh, and I was facing the world alone. I was facing the life alone because now remember I have kids, I have a family. I was the only breadwinner. Now I have a family, I have kids. I don't have any income, even a social grant, and I'm just lying on the top of the bed day and night in the darkest room ever, and I didn't want any light. I didn't want any light. I remember when my kid used to always come to my room and trying to open the door. I used to fight with him a lot because I didn't want any light, not knowing that this boy is bringing light into my life. And there was this one day when this boy and his friends were just opening the door, and I just think of the day that let me leave them because I'm gonna fight with him again. Doesn't listen. And on that day, I managed to see people sitting at my yard, and I managed to see my mom, and I was like, okay, this is a hot day. Let me also try and go out and sit with them there. And then my mother by then cried because it was the first time ever I come out from the darkest room into sit with the people outside. And yes, we communicated with the people, and it's whereby I thought to myself, oh, the meantime I was in that room, hiding, trying to hide myself, there was nothing that I'm actually gaining. But now, ever since I went out of the room to sit outside in the sun, I gained everything because I see people, they didn't feel sorry for me. But yeah, they were shocked seeing me in a wheelchair, not knowing what happened. But that didn't give them the right or the way to feel sorry for me. They just said, Max, you are still you are still full. Be grateful that God has given you a second chance in life to prove yourself. And then by that, I managed to go around the street, looking around the street because the whole 3 to 6 months I was sitting inside the room. So imagine coming out of the room after 3 or 6 months and boom, here's the light, everything has changed now in the environment. Even you are a new person, you are being pushed in and out the house, you are being picked up to help yourself. That's a game change for everyone or for anyone. But what helped me a lot was seeing myself that, okay, I've gained a second chance from God. Now, what am I have to do with this life? Because I was an alcoholic. I used to have these girls and that girls. I was all over the show. But now it happens to one place now where I need to restructure myself and rebuild myself because now I'm facing this world on a different level because I was on a high level. Now I'm facing it on a down level. So there was these outdoor gyms because I was struggling to push myself on a wheelchair. There were these outdoor gyms where it was built. So every morning I will ask a friend to take me to the gym, and I had to pull myself up there. I just fix myself. So I saw that, okay, I'm in love with the gym. I'm in love with the gym. And then I started to gym. Joined the gym 2017 at Heron. It's a local gym, small, but yeah, got the equipment to change a body's physique. And then I went there, I gym. I get contact with one of the ladies who was also on the wheelchair, Judy. I asked her, where are people with disability doing sport? And then she can say, she recommended one school, Cape Recife High School. She says she's gonna send me someone's number there. I can talk to that lady, and that lady will let me know what sports I can do. I managed to get a hold of that lady at Cape Recife, and now I'm proud to say that lady ended up being my powerlifting coach. And then she told me about powerlifting. And 2018, I started on my very first competition on powerlifting. It was in October, and I managed to get first place. I won my first powerlifting competition, and the excitement was so, because it was my first time doing actual sport while I'm disabled. So when I got that, I showed my mother, I showed everyone with an excitement that, okay, now I have a positive thing to look up at, because now I'm a powerlifting champ. I'm an Eastern Cape powerlifting champ. So in the following year, I was invited to do essays. Then I had to train the whole December, I understand, for essays, and then I went back 2019 and I did well. I managed to be called out in a team. I qualified also. And it was just back to back when I win powerlifting. Each and every year I'm winning back to back, and I didn't have no competition there. And then I met one guy at Metro Gym. Well, we're still at the bottom of Caledon. I met one guy, he's staying in Ado. His name is Mongezi Mata. He said, brah, I like the dedication you have for the gym. I like the way you push, but I feel like powerlifting is holding you back somewhere. If you can maybe try bodybuilding, maybe bodybuilding will take you some places, because there's a big room for you in bodybuilding. It just needs you to fill it up. Understand? I say, okay, it's fine by me. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't know how to do it. And he said, no, don't worry. I'll guide you through everything, but I'll tell you also when are the competitions so that we can start. And then I said, it's fine. It was back in 2019. And then when we were preparing for the competition for 2020, life happened again. We got lockdown of COVID-19, Corona. And that gave the guy a setback who wanted to take me to bodybuilding, because there was few gyms that were operating on that. If you open a gym in town, the gyms are down because the rules were strict by then. It was just a shutdown after shutdown. So I managed to buy myself equipment, and I push at my house, the small equipments I have, just to give me on this, because my aim now was shifted from powerlifting to bodybuilding. So what happened was, I keep pushing and I keep posting. He just said, yeah, you must keep it up. Your physique is coming to a point, you must keep it up. And when 2021, the regulation rules of COVID-19 were eased, that was the breakthrough of my journey in bodybuilding, because I went back to the guy and said, yeah, we're going on stage. And then he said, no, I don't feel like going on stage. And I asked him why. He said, no, the reason for this is because 2020 happens and it made me lazy. I said, no, we are going on stage. It's my turn now to tell you we are going on stage. So that changes. And then say, no, I don't have money. I said, don't worry about money. I also don't have money. I saw a post of a competition that was going to be in Mossel Bay. And then I saw who to contact in that post. And I took this post, I WhatsApp that lady. I introduced myself briefly, and I told her I'm a powerlifting champ. Now I want to try out bodybuilding. That lady didn't hesitate. She just sent a message back, please show me, send me pics of you half naked. I want to see your physique. And I took pics in the gym and I sent it through. And that lady said, definitely I want you on my stage. Definitely I want you on my stage. Who are you going to come with? I say, I know a gentleman here by the name of Mongezi Mata. He's also in part and parcel of bodybuilding, I think, in your federation. And then she said, it's been a while I want that guy to come and compete. Please bring him with. And that lady organized bus tickets for me, organized a hotel room for us. We went to Mossel Bay on the Friday. We checked in competition day, the Saturday. Me and Monge Zimata went on stage. Boom, there we go. First place in my wheelchair division. Boom, Monge Zimata, first place in his bodybuilding division. And then lucky his brother was also there, Ovayo. Ovayo also was nominated, got first place. And then we were lucky enough to be nominated to go to Pretoria. Now the reality strikes. We are invited to go to Pretoria, and this competition, both of us now, me and Mongezi, are eager to go there because it's going to be our first World Cup. And when you know, on the World Cup, everything is there, everyone is there, which means it's an African World Cup. Understand? Every African country is going to be there, and we wanted to go and represent our Eastern Cape. Both of us don't have money. How are we going to do this? Eish. Back to square one now. And I told him one thing, that Mongezi, we are definitely going there. Understand? My God will never put me in a road and tell me, here's the road you must take, and still shut doors for me. I believe in my God, and then He will open. And then Monge said, Max, I don't have nothing. And I told him, we're going to Pretoria. Let's prepare for Pretoria now. And the rest will follow. Yes. And then boom, started to go to gym. And I met up with Dr. Arnold Johannes, who used to be my teacher back in the high school days at Limekaya High School. But now he's working at the Department of Education. He's a doctor there, an educated doctor. So I talked to him, Manier, how are you? I'm good. And then introduced myself. He said, yeah, I know you, man. I know you. I told him about my journey. He said, bro, I don't know nothing about bodybuilding. Where do we start? I said, I don't know nothing. And also, luckily, there was this lady, Maureen Pullen. She's also a gym member at Metro Gym. And she likes me. She liked my personality. And I told her also about this, that I'm invited to go to the World Cup. And she said, Max, you go there. I will see with what I can sponsor you with, but I don't have nothing. And I said, thank you, Mama. I took Maureen, introduced Maureen to Johannes, and then asked them to work together. And wow, those two were amazing, They organized everything, including hikes. I didn't know nothing about hiking, but they organized a hike, and then it was a successful hike. Went to Van Staden on a 5K trail. They hike. After that, it was a time now for me to be introduced in the people who are supporting me on my hiking. And it's where I met Elvida Klou. Remember, I only know the two, Maureen and Johannes. Now we are having the third one. It's Elvida Klou. Here, this lady sharing ideas, what she wants us to do. She's all over. And then it came to a point whereby they have to organize a group. Then they organize a group, ideas were shared, there was fundraising done and stuff. And after the group, they say, we are representing someone, Max, but we don't have something that is representing Max. What can we do? T-shirts. There we go. They went to print out T-shirt, and then boom, my face on the T-shirt. And then it was established Team Max. Now I have Team Max, and I'm the Max who was representing this Team Max. And it was nice. They represented, they do everything, and I went over to Pretoria, got one sponsor by then, African Pioneers under Mr. Stephen Dondolo. He paid for my hotel, paid for my flights, and he bought me clothes. And I went to represent in Pretoria on my first IPFF Pro M. It was a World Cup, and I enjoyed it. On my way back there, I came up with good news that I'm invited to Slovenia. I must go to Slovenia, Europe. And remember, I was never in Europe. I know nothing about Europe, how to do visa or how to do what. I don't even have a passport by then. I only have the green ID book. And where do we start now? Hey, came back, the excitement was there. Okay, Max, bro, Dr. Johannes said, let's get your passport first. Went to a passport, got a passport. Here's the passport. Did fundraising after fundraising. No one knows that what must we do, but we are just doing fundraising. And then it was called, bro, you need to have a visa. How to apply for a visa? I said, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I found out from the team that I'm going with. They share information, everything. Luckily, I managed to get a sponsor for that as well, for my Slovenia trip, EP Worth Minerals by Mr. Welcome Sandawana. So they sponsored me everything, flight, accommodation, and stage fee. And I was like, okay, I'm sorted now. This team is running for the visa application. Everything was sorted. I went overseas, Slovenia, represented my country. It's like, it's an excitement whereby you have these mixed emotion feelings. You are happy, you are celebrating, you want to cry because you're the first one at your house, coming from a poor background whereby you struggle from the growing up. I used to go with barefoot to school. Barefoot when it's cold, like in June. Then my mother will buy me school shoes in December for Christmas, and then I have to wear that Christmas school shoes during the year out from another December. So it's December to December. Remember, you are a young boy. The kids are playing soccer, you want to be there. Kids are playing rugby, you want to be there. So that school shoe, has to go through a lot. And when it opens, my mother will tell me straight that, yeah, if it's open, you will go barefoot. And that happened not because she didn't like me. It was because of the way I grew up. It's poor. We didn't have nothing. Survival of the old pay. My father was alive but didn't do nothing for us. So yeah, that was their situation by then. So yeah, I went to school barefoot. Now I have to go to Europe. And it was another mixed emotions because I never thought one day that I'll be leaving South Africa, even leaving my career now, Youthnet, going to Pretoria, leaving Youthnet, going to Mossel Bay to see another province. I never knew that will happen to me, but thanks to bodybuilding and thanks to God, now I'm a traveler. I'm a traveler. So I went to Europe, I competed, and I won my division. And unknowing, I received my pro card, and here it is. I received my professional bodybuilding card. Here's my pro card license. I'm a professional bodybuilder on this federation called IBFF, International Bodybuilding Fitness and Federation. So I went there, I represented, and there I got my pro card on the stage same time. No hesitation. It was celebration after celebration. I became the first wheelchair pro bodybuilder in the African continent. In the whole African continent, you will never find another pro bodybuilder except me, still now. So that got me a lot. It was an excitement celebrated for. Although I'm not being recognized by government in my country, being well recognized by companies, private and public companies in my country, that I'm a professional wheelchair bodybuilder. So that's something we still need to work on because I feel government doesn't focus in the broad sporting code. We focus on just few sporting codes, those ones that they are benefiting from, or those ones that are well known like soccer, rugby and cricket. Those are the top 3 sporting codes in South Africa that is very important. If you are doing another sport other than soccer, other than rugby, other than cricket, you will struggle with funding. Government will never fund you. You are struggling. They will tell you a lot of things that they can't fund someone, one person. They need to find. There's a lot of things going on, whereby when you go up there, you're going as a single person. You're going as a lonely person. Now I went overseas as Max, representing my country as Max. There was no small companies behind me. Understand that was established. There was no these NPOs. There was no NPOs under my name. I went there as a Max, and I represented as a Max, and I came back as a first wheelchair pro bodybuilder as a Max, struggling, hustling. And even on my return, I wasn't recognized. Even now, it's sad. It's so sad. The sad part is that I love my sport. I know my sport is very costly. My bodybuilding is not cheap. Bodybuilding is very expensive. What you check on your meals every day, you need to check up on your meals, you need to check up on your supplements, you need to check up on training. If I was living overseas, I wasn't gonna work. I was just gonna wake up in the morning, take a bath, go to the gym, and get paid for it. But here in South Africa, I still need to think that, hey, I must go to work, then after work, I must go to gym. Understand? Which doesn't give me enough time to focus on my goal because I have to provide for my family. But if government saw it as a, if they wanted to change lives, they were gonna be touched by one person that this person loves what he do. He's coming from a poor background. He's still poor, but he doesn't let that come into his way and stop him from doing what he wants to do. Because when I have to go overseas, I have to go and look out for sponsors. Even I knock on government doors, I knock on every door, public, private, and you will get few returns. Some of them will respond to your emails. Some of them will shut down. Some of them will even tell you, don't even go there. Why you bother to go there? It's a waste of money, you understand? But when you come back with the glory, when you come back with the glory, they want to take over. They're taking the limelight, they're taking the spotlight. Yes, our pride from Eastern Cape, our pride. But what did you do for your pride when the pride was leaving South Africa? Understand, there was nothing. So it's what we are facing, not just in bodybuilding, but look at netball. They are facing, there are other athletes than netball, there are other sports that are facing the same similar thing that I'm facing in bodybuilding. And I wish the Minister of Sport can see this. I wish this can get to the Minister of Sport, whereby I would like to request a one-on-one meeting for him based on this, because I have proof of what I'm saying. Understand? The Minister of Sport must focus on a broader of the sporting code, not just few that will benefit the only few. Understand? Because look at a professional soccer player, look at a professional rugby player, look at a professional cricket player. What sponsors are they having? It's sad for me to go with this wheelchair. I don't have a car, but I'm a professional sportman. I don't have a car, I don't have a house. I'm a professional sportman. I must struggle if I have to come to gym. I must take a taxi, whereby when it's raining, it's being difficult for me. I'm being challenged. Some taxis are taking me somewhere and say, no, we can't load you. But I'm a professional. And my name is IBFF Pro Max. When I'm going away from South Africa to represent the South Africa or the African continent, when I'm coming back, every limelight, they will come there, celebrate with me. What's happening after that? I'm left up alone. I need to also to figure for myself, how am I going to survive even gym fees? So please, Minister of Sport, if you ever will find this, please, I would love you to get back to me, or I would love us to meet so that we can discuss future plans for all sporting code, not just one, but all. So I went to Slovenia and I returned as a pro. I was happy. My family was happy. And life happens that I must go back there and regain my pro title, because I don't want to be that professional guy that just once and then there you go, you vanish. I want people to see me. I'm still hustling, I'm still doing this, and I push myself. Back in 2023, I went to Slovenia. And I'm proud to say now, I'm a 2 times world champion. I'm a 2 times IBFF world champion in the African continent. I managed to bring back the glory again to South Africa, my country. Understand? The second time. So that's why this story is touching me a lot when it comes to sponsors, the sport minister and everything, because I feel like even now I've proven myself twice that I can stand up for my country. But still, nothing has been done for that. I'm still the same one that was an amateur. I'm still now the same one. Understand? So, but I'm not living this life to be recognized, because there's a say that says that if you're not worth enough, no matter what you are doing, it won't be recognized. But I know for sure I'm touching the hearts that are closer to me, because there are people that I'm changing. There are people that sees me and say, brah, with whatever you go through, but you're still pushing. And I'm still gonna push until the last breath of my life, because I'm not doing this to benefit. I'm changing the young upcoming generation's life, because we are facing kids that are coming from poor background like me. You are facing kids that slept and wake up disabled like me. Getting kids were involved in accidents and they've lost no hope. It's hopeless. And you will find out in my country the moral of everything, that as soon as someone is getting something bad in life, they will run away to drugs, alcohol. Understand? So I want to tell out those kids today that, you see, in life, don't expect the world to change you, but be the one who's changing the world. Because if you're going to have high expectation at people in charge, they will disappoint you to the very low level that you will be going after drugs. Understand? We can blame our African brothers that they're saying they're coming here to take our jobs and doing stuff. But what are we doing? Are we waiting for handouts from the government? Are we waiting for the handout from our parents? But we have the hands, we have the legs, and we have our skills. Your talent is here. You, the own talent. Those brothers showing us that they are coming from Africa to survive. Why can't we do that? Why can't we also try to make survive? Understand? Instead of us going to survive with hitting up on drugs, hitting up on alcohol. Our sisters are just, there are a lot of prostitutes now here. Understand? I understand the economy is down. But what are we doing? Look at Max. Max doesn't have nothing, but Max is trying every day to make a better living for his kids. No excuse. Hashtag no fake. Understand? Because I'm trying every day to make a living out of nothing, but I'm praying to God and say, one day a door will be opened. One day my cry, my tears will be wept with glory.
Amen.
So I'm saying to every young man and woman out there, every young kid, every upcoming athlete, every future star, that alcohol and drug abuse, it will never take you far. Believe you me. You're coming from a poor background, poor household. You must be the change of that.
Excellent.
Understand? Don't accept, if you are coming from an abusive parents, don't be the one who's going to be abusing another kid. Just be the change. Understand? Be the change of your own, be the change of self, and then be the change of your community. Be the change of the world. Because the world doesn't need people who canting abroad. The world needs people who will try to all means to change it every day and night. That was my story, and I love to share it with you. Thanks, my brother, for giving me this platform to share my story. And I wish it can go and be very touchy to everyone who will listen to it. And looking forward for the reviews, and also for the people who will share with it. You can share them. My Facebook page, it's IBFF Pro Max. My Instagram is also IBFF Pro Max. Also my TikTok, IBFF Pro Max. Everything, my platform is IBFF Pro Max. I would love you guys to holler me, to hit me up for motivational speaker, for everything. I'm here. Get me at IBFF Pro Max, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, my brother, for your time. Yes.
God bless you, sir. All I can say is you are a hero, and mark my words, God will take you places that you never dreamt of. This will go viral in Jesus' name.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo.